Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. You guys, this past week's episode of Sister Wives, whoa, it was wild. We're going to do a full recap. I have a little slideshow to go with it. Anyways, you guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into this Sister Wives recap because, oh my goodness, this episode was mind blowing. And we literally went from like dramatics, like it was like drama, and then the production stirring the pot. Like you can tell the production stirs the pot because you'll see Christine in a confessional say something and about Robin, and then it flips to Robin and she's responding to what Christine said about her. And you're like, production just told her, like, oh, by the way, Christine said X, Y, and Z. What are you saying about that? So this episode was full of dramatics on Kody's end. I mean, I was mind blown. I wasn't buying it as someone. I do not proclaim to be a body language expert. I'm not, but I am certified in it, and I still study body language. Kody's body language was not. I did not, just in my personal opinion, I did not pick up that he was being genuine in this. I really felt like it was more for the cameras. That's just to be honest. Do I feel like Kody maybe having a little bit of like, wow, this is really it. Now I've lost 3 wives. Maybe, but what we saw was not, in my personal opinion, was not a real reaction. I mean, and Robin as well. Oh my goodness, we've seen the dramatics from Robin. She was forcing herself to cry, and it was just wild. Also, next episode, I can't even believe that TLC hired a stunt double to fake an ATV accident. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see scenes for next week? That is a stunt double. If you ramp over a hill like that, why the hell are you not holding on to the handlebars? That, she let go of the handle. I have rode four-wheelers my entire life, owned them, rode them. We actually got rid of ours after I went to mud rides all my life. My very best friend, her dad had the mud rides at their house. We used to work the gates. He would pay us money to work the gates. Me and Sean had a four-wheeler, and we got rid of it after attending a four-wheeler ride and someone dying. I can tell you that I am 99% sure that was not Robin on that four-wheeler. For one, that the way that happened did not look legit at all. I'll show you guys at the end of this. We'll play a clip for next week's episode, and first off, here's some things to think about. Often, Kody and Robin have four-wheelers. Every so often, we will see Kody drive up somewhere, but we never watch them just ride around. They've never been filming just riding around. What would be the purpose of a camera crew to be out there to film them just riding around? Why? You can't hear when you're driving those things. They're too loud. It's not like Kody's going to be talking to her. She's going to be talking to him. That doesn't make for good television. Kody and Robin driving their ATVs down their long driveway or whatever, or out on the property. We have never seen Robin ride a four-wheeler. We have only seen Kody, and it has only been to pull up somewhere. We've never seen him just chilling, riding, okay? So, yes, I think this was fake, because why would they be filming them just casually riding around the property unless they knew something was going to happen? It's possible maybe Robin really did get, have an accident, and they redid it, and they used a stunt double. I have heard a lot of reality TV stars say that happens, that if they do something and the cameras didn't catch it, they will reenact it. Now, obviously, if Robin got in a four-wheeler accident and cameras were not there, I don't think they would have her reenact it. But I absolutely do think that they would hire a stunt double to do it. And just in general, it didn't make sense. Like, why is Robin is like the scaredy cat. Robin is the scaredy cat. She didn't want her kids really riding the little motorcycles that they got on because she was like, oh my God, I'm so scared. So why she's gonna go zooming in front of Kody at a faster pace than she should have been, and she ain't blind. There was a big ramp right there. Robin's not evil Knievel either. She's not a daredevil. We all know if Robin's riding those ATVs, she's probably not going fast. Okay, you mean to tell me they have the camera crew out there? They're just filming them riding around. They just so happen to put cameras on their helmets, and Robin is just zooming through like she's a pro. No, that was fake. Come on, I'm not buying it. And like I said, it's possible it happened, and they reenacted it with a stunt double. But what we saw, I'm 99.9% sure that was not legit at all. But yeah, I will watch the clip of it at the end of this. Let's go ahead and let's get into this week's recap, you guys. There's so much. Oh my goodness. It is, I am just wild. Okay. So previously on Sister Wife, Christine and David, they bought their house together. Like 3 days later after they bought the house, David popped the question. He asked Christine to marry him. She said yes, of course. After that, or last week, Isabel talked to Christine. She told Christine that she was, worried that David could somehow replace Kody. She said in a confessional that she sees David and how good he is with his kids, and she just thinks like, "Oh wow, how wonderful would that be if I had that type of relationship with my dad? If my dad was involved with his kids as David is." So she has a little fear, and really, I think her fear is coming from my dad don't live close to me. He's probably not going to make much effort. I'm going to see David on a regular basis. Look how awesome he is. So it's probably just going to naturally happen that we develop a bond. He's like my stepdad. He's going to be my stepdad. He's going to be here. My real dad's not going to be. And I think that was fearful for her to think, you know, of the future having a bond with like a stepdad type figure and Kody not really been in her life. That happens to me sometimes. Like sometimes I think about the future, like when my kid's grown and out of the house, and it saddens me, and I'm like, oh, I don't want that to happen. So maybe I think she was just kind of thinking about everything and thinking like that, like, he's going to be my stepdad. He's a great dad, so he's probably going to be a great stepdad. We probably will be close, and if my dad don't try, then will we even have a relationship? And I think that was sad for her. Also, previously we saw that Janelle was worried about the property as the last payment is coming up. They have this big balloon payment on Coyote Pass that if they don't pay, they lose all the property. Janelle is aware of this. She talked to Kody at a meeting and asked Kody if he had his portion, his and Robin's. And Kody told Janelle that he and Robin did not have their portion of the payment yet. So Janelle met with Meri because she felt that it was only fair to let Meri know what was going on in regards to the property because Meri also has a portion of the property. She's invested in it. She's put money into it. And if they lose it, that's also a loss for Meri. So Janelle met up with Meri for the first time in like a year. Janelle actually said that she had not seen Meri in like a year. But they met up and she told her about what was going on. She told Meri that she just wanted to make sure that she protected herself. And Meri was basically like, not worried. She's like, whatever, not worried. And now we are on to this week's episode. It's episode 11. It's titled The 11th Hour. And we start at David and Christine's new house. They have planned this dinner with all of the kids, as many kids of Christine's that can come, as many kids of David's that can come. They're going to have dinner, and they plan to tell the kids, that they got engaged. At this dinner, all the kids seem to get along, and even Christine talks about it. She's like, our kids are meshing well. And I'm like, thank goodness, because if they didn't mesh well, would Christine and David care? I don't think they would. I like Christine. I like Christine. But I like, she's like, I don't care if it's too fast. They're going to have to get over it. I don't care if our kissing bothers them. They're going to have to get used to it. So, just thinking about if the kids didn't get along, it would probably be like, oh, well, learn to deal with it type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, in a confessional, she said that the kids feel that they are moving too fast, but she don't care. It's their life. She said it again. She's like, they feel like we're moving too fast, but their problem, not mine. So wild. I just could, I mean, maybe if I was 50, I might would be like that. I could never think that I would be that way to just not, to, oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Isabel was having the hardest time with how quickly things were happening between David and Christine. So Christine decided to actually go ahead and tell Isabel about the engagement before the dinner. She actually felt like it might not be the best idea to tell Isabel there in front of everybody, but tell her by herself to give her a little bit more time to adjust to it. All right. After everyone eats, Christine tells everyone that they took some videos while they were out in Moab. I think that's how you pronounce it. So she puts a video on for the kids to see, and it is obviously video of, wow, I didn't put a picture of him proposing. It's video of David proposing. I thought I put a video up in there. Anyways, Hayden said in a confessional, he's like, yeah, my mom is very theatrical. So I know she wants a big response to us seeing her get engaged. So that's what he gives her. Hayden acts very shocked, and he's like, "Oh my God, you guys are engaged!" And I'm glad that he played into it. Kid knows what his mom wants, so he's gonna jump right in to do what she wants. It's like my mom wants a big response, so I'm gonna give her that, and he did. Um, we jump over to Aspen in a confessional, and Aspen was like, "You know what? I actually never realized how unhappy my mom was until I seen her with David, and I saw her happy." And I'm like, "That's kind of wild." You know, like parents can just be content with their lives. But then you find somebody that like you're super in love with and you're all about, and that can change. So yeah, Aspen sees that. She's like, I actually had no idea how unhappy my mom was until I seen how happy she can be with David. All right, this is where the fun begins, you guys. We jump over to Meri's house. Holla. She's packing her house up, getting things packed in boxes. Kody and his buddy Nathan shows up. There they are. Nathan is married to Meri's sister, okay? But Nathan is Kody's BFF. So Kody says in a confessional, he says that his feelings are a little mixed. He's having mixed emotions about the situation. He says he is happy to help her move, glad to see that she is moving on. He says he hopes this goodwill gesture will keep them in a good place. And I do think that might be like honesty coming from him. What I can believe is that Kody wants him and Meri to be in a good place. Because he's already got two ex-wives that don't like him. Enemy, enemy number one and number two. So he doesn't want Meri to be enemy number three. So he wants to keep her on his good side. Kody and Nathan meet Meri in the kitchen, and Meri asks Kody if he knows what the day is. She's like, "So, do you know what today is?" And Nathan is like, "Do I know what today is?" And Kody actually did know. Kody said, "Well, it's mine and Meri's anniversary." Ain't that crazy? That she's moving on their 32nd, I think, anniversary is what I think it was. I think 32nd. So yeah, Kody's like, yeah, it's mine and Meri's anniversary. And Meri says, well, actually, it's not our anniversary, but it would have been our anniversary if we were still married, but we're not still married. Nathan then asked Meri, he's like, is that why you wore that shirt that says, I saw that equals karma? And Meri laughed and said, I mean, karma is a bitch. And everyone kind of laughed about it. Everybody thought it was funny. And I saw that too. As soon as they got there, like as soon as we saw Meri, I was like, did she purposely wear that shirt to like let Kody know? Like, was that like a gesture towards Kody, that shirt? I don't know, probably. Now, once we go upstairs in the bedroom, they're starting to pack up there. And Kody's like, oh, this is a nice bed, Meri. Like, you're keeping this, right? And she's like, actually, it's not a nice bed because it was our bed. We bought this bed together. In a confessional, Meri tells us that her and Kody bought the bed together in a when they first moved to Flagstaff, they bought the bed. She's like, I'm not going to move this bed to my new house. And then in the future, when I get a new man, bring him home and it be the bed that me and Kody bought together. Like, I'm not going to do that. She does say, it's not like Kody has been in my bed in many, many years, but still, we bought it together at one point. This was our bed together. So I'm going to get rid of it. I'm not bringing the bed into the future with me. I wonder who she gave the bed to or if she sold it. It's kind of gross to think about. I don't know. Like, put it up in, like, what's that thing called on Facebook Marketplace? You can sleep in Meri and Kody Brown's old bed. I wonder if anybody would bid for that. Anyways, that's gross. After that, we move outside where they are loading the truck. They're loading Meri's stationary bike. And Kody has already went into the truck. He's in there somewhere. And Nathan is clearly pushing, the bike. And Meri has got her back to the truck and she's going backwards. And Nathan pushes Meri right in to Kody's dome. And not only did she back into it, but Nathan like pushed. So she like really went in on him. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say it, but my mind went there. I'm like, I wonder if he misses it. I wonder if she was like, oh, there it is. Haven't felt you in a while. I really was wondering how that was for them. Because I couldn't imagine, like, if me and my husband got a divorce, that would probably be the one thing that would get me. Don't get close to me. No way. You cannot, Sean, you got to stay back 50 feet at all times. Because if we get a divorce, I don't trust myself too close to you. And if somebody somehow pushed me into you, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Am I the only one like that? I kind of feel like Meri was liking it. I feel honestly, Kody didn't seem like he didn't like it. Everybody laughed. Everybody laughed about it. Kody actually pointed to Nathan and was like, stop it. And then Nathan was like, is this awkward? A little bit. We then jump to Kody in a confessional, and he says that it's funny. He's like, what's funny? Meri is bent over right in front of me, but we're not married anymore. And he's like, and I'm married to Robin. And he said this, which I actually just thought about this in terms of next week's episode. Kody literally said in this confessional, he says, it's funny and all. Meri's like bent over right in front of me, but I'm not married to Meri anymore. I'm only with Robin. And while Robin did not choose monogamy, we live this way now. So it's weird and it's not okay. So next week, or at the end of this episode, we see, it says, next time when Sister arrives, we see Kody ask Robin, will you accept living a monogamous life with me? But it seems like they live it, and it seems like by him saying this, like, oh, she's been over in front of me, it's funny, but we're not married anymore, and it's not okay because I'm married to Robin. Well, would Robin care? Has she told you that she would care? I really wonder if Kody would have been like, I'm going to knock it out one more time before she leaves. Because, it's not like they got a legal divorce and he tapped it anyways, Did he? Yeah. After they legally divorced, I'm pretty sure they did it. So, could he have been like, I'm going to get her one more time before she leaves? I wonder if Robin would have been like, yes, I'm all for it. Or if she would have been like jealous about it. I don't know. So yeah, Meri then says in her confessional, she's like, I have not been this close to Kody in many years. Jump back to Kody in a confessional, and he says that everyone is laughing and they are all joking, but it is sexual in nature, and it's wrong to do that to Robin. I'm like, what is wrong to do that to Robin? Robin married you knowing that you were laying it down to 3 other women. What do you mean? Is she going to care? I'm curious. I really wish I had the answers to that. I really wish I knew if Robin cared. We hop over to Christine's house. Janelle has flown in for a visit Janelle says in a confessional that she is excited to meet David, that her kids have met him. And even though she knows that David and Christine have only been dating for a short period, she was like, I know they haven't been dating that long. But Christine told her on like the second or third date, or after the second or third date, that she knew that David was the one. She was like, "So I know it's all soon," but Christine knew very soon. Like, second or third date, Christine knew that this was the one. So, it's a lot happening, it's happening quick, but Janelle says she doesn't think that it feels wrong for anybody because Christine knew. Now once they get into the house, Janelle tells Christine that she, Maddie, and Caleb have found some property in North Carolina, that it's a farm. They're looking at it, they're interested, they're thinking about getting it. Christine then asked Janelle like what was happening with the land. She's like, so do you have to get the land paid off first before you can try to get something else? Like what's going on with the land? And the payment is coming up. Like what happens if y'all lose it? Janelle tells Christine, that she talked to Kody and he said him and Robin didn't have their portion of the money. She said, but I can't imagine like he would let us lose it. She then tells Christine about her conversation with Meri. She told her that she went to see Meri to talk to her about the property because she wanted to make sure Meri knew what was going on. And she tells Christine that she told Meri everything, but Meri didn't seem too worried. And Janelle said, and Meri also believed that all these years I've been in control of the money. And Janelle said that if she had been in control of the money, the property would have been paid off. We then see Kody in a confessional, and he says all the wives remember that Janelle was always in control of the money. He then says he kind of guided where the money went, but they all had access to the account. And then back at the house, Janelle and Christine discuss how Janelle kept the records. And she would keep their accountant informed of what was being spent. And she would like make sure like things got paid if Kody told her or whatever. But that she did not just like spend money like that. She was not like writing people's checks out to them for like, no, she kept records. She got everything to the accountant. Christine says she remembers many text messages from Janelle, where Janelle, like in their family group chat, where Janelle would be like, hey, who spent X amount of dollars at this place? Because she would be trying to get it all put together to send to the accountant of what was being spent. Janelle says in a confessional that this is Kody's MO, that he will attack someone where it hurts. So like for her, like she's business oriented. That was like her thing, was to kind of keep up with their finances, to keep up with them, to keep them on track financially as much as possible. But everybody spent their money, right? But she says this is his MO, to attack people where they hurt. Just like with Christine, he attacked her looks and saying that he wasn't attracted to her. He knew that would hurt Christine, so that's how he gets to them. He attacks them where it's going to hurt. And then we jump over to Kody, who was in a confessional where production has clearly told him what Janelle said. Clearly, because we jump right over to Kody and he says, I told that to Janelle in a private conversation. In a private conversation after Christine kicked me out, I told Janelle that I was not attracted to Christine, but I never intended on Christine knowing that. And I'm like, dude, did you forget that you actually told this to Christine? Like, if you did say that to Janelle privately, Janelle did not say that you said it privately. Janelle just talked about it because the whole world knows this because you did it publicly. You very publicly said you were not attracted to her. This was not a private conversation that you had with Janelle. I mean, if it was, fine. But you said it on TV, dude. But I think Kody just forgot that he said this on TV. So when production brought it up, like, oh yeah, well, we had Janelle in here earlier and she was telling us about how you said that you weren't attracted to Christine. So his response, probably not remembering how it all went down, forgetting that he said it on TV, He was like, "Oh, yeah, that wasn't a private conversation. I never meant for Christine." So, literally, dude, no, you said it on TV, okay? We jump back at Christine's house, and Janelle is telling Christine about how irritated she is that Kody is allowing Meri to believe that she had complete control over the family account and the spending. We then see Meri in a confessional, and she says that Janelle is telling her one thing while Kody and Robin are saying something different. She says she doesn't know who to believe, but she doesn't feel that any of them are being 100% truthful. But really, like, what? Why would? Here's the thing: all you got to do is look at it. Look at it. Kody and Robin are the one living in the bigger house. Kody and Robin are the one spending the most money, while Janelle is living in a rental and then a travel trailer. Like when the photos appeared online of their house, Kody and Robin's house up for sale. I mean the art in that house. So much money spent. Like I feel like if Janelle would have had control over the account as far as like we're not spending that, we're gonna put money here, we're not gonna do that. Like I don't think I don't think Janelle would have been okay living in a rental house, knowing how much money or being okay with how much money was really being spent. And Janelle said, like, "Oh yeah, I saw like where they had all that artwork, super expensive. Like that must be nice." So while Janelle like kept up with the account to give it to the accountant, I don't think she had any rights to really say who could spend anything outside of like her spending what she knew she was depositing into there. All right, we then jump over to Janelle. Janelle told Christine that she wanted to make sure that Meri was protected, with the land and everything. But Meri really didn't seem to appreciate what she had to say. Janelle told Christine that Meri was moving to Parowan. And she was like, "Yeah, I met with her. I told her all this. She didn't seem to appreciate what I had to say. She didn't think that Kody would screw her over. I told her that I thought that he might. But in other news, Meri is moving to Parowan." And Christine seemed shocked that Meri was moving, but she was happy as well. Or she said she was happy. She said that she was happy that she was like, "It's about time." Christine brings the topic of the family money back up. She said everyone knew how much money they made and put into the account. So Christine said that she always just kind of kept up with what she knew she had in there. But she said, yeah, but when I wanted to pull money out, like I went to Kody, he wrote a check. Like if it was like, I guess, a large sum. And she said, and if I wanted extra money, I had to go to Kody to ask him. And she said he had to give it to her. Well, this is what she said. I had to go to Kody and he would have to write me a check. Meanwhile, Kody spent whatever the hell he wanted to. So that's what she said. She said if she knew what she made, she knew what she put in there. If she wanted money, she went to Kody and he wrote a check. Meanwhile, he spent whatever the hell he wanted to. And Janelle was like, "Yep." In a confessional, Christine explained that everyone's money went into one big family account. When she wanted to get paid, Kody wrote checks. So it was Kody who had control over the money. Janelle never wrote her a check. Janelle just kept the records and turned them over to their accountant. In other news, they start talking about Christine's new life and David and everything. And Christine's like, "By the way, I got to show you something. I got a tattoo." And Janelle knew about it. She was like, I heard at Gwendolyn's engagement party, you got a tattoo that like they had a whole tattoo booth set up. And Christine's like, "Yep, we sure did. Gwendolyn got a tattoo at her engagement party." And they were both like, "Wow, that's so crazy," because like 10 years ago, like this, there's no way we would have believed 10 years ago that we would be here, our daughter getting married and having a tattoo booth set up at her engagement party and us getting tattoos. Janelle said in a confessional that her kids have tattoos, but they are kind of like, it's kind of strange for them that Christine is getting tattoos because growing up, Christine is like a mom to them, right? But she was super straight laced, very religious, no tattoos. But now here she is, divorced, living with her boyfriend, getting tattoos. Her boyfriend has tattoos. Like, so she's like, it's just a whole different Christine almost, you know? Back at the house, Janelle tells Christine, she's like, you have this whole new life that's happened and it's happened really fast, but it seems great. So, like, I'm happy for you. Christine then tells Janelle that something else has happened. She pulls her engagement ring out, puts it on her finger, and then walks over to Janelle and shows her the ring and tells her that David proposed. And as you guys can see right there, Janelle seems shocked. In a confessional, Janelle says that at this point, Christine has met David, bought a house with David, and is now engaged to David. She's like, so I hope like hell I like him because like they're engaged. So I hope I like him. We then jump back to Meri's house. Meri, Nathan, and Kody are all working together to get Meri packed up. They all seem to be having a good time. Kody tells Meri that she is his favorite ex-wife, which is wild. And Meri's like all about it. She's like, yay, finally I get to be a favorite. She's like, I knew one day I'd be a favorite. Whatever floats your boat, Meri, whatever floats your boat. Kody then says in a confessional that had he and Meri gotten along this well in their marriage, he's like, if we would have gotten along this well when we were married, like that would have been great. Maybe they would have stayed married. As they are standing around laughing and joking, Robin pulls up, and this was so weird. Like they're laughing and joking, and Robin pulls up, and Meri's like when Meri saw her, like her face changed a little bit. I got the feeling that like Meri wasn't too excited to see Robin pull up, and that is just my humble opinion. Also, I will say when we saw Robin pulling up in her car, she said, "So I was gonna come help Meri move, but I know that if I tried to help her move, every fiber of my being would just be trying to stop her from moving. So I decided just to come over and give her a gift and tell her goodbye." I'm like, girl, what? Listen, I don't want to go to funerals when people die because it's hard. And I want to bring them back home with me, or maybe not that, but you don't want to say goodbye to your loved ones when they pass, or I don't want to go grocery shopping. Like, there's so many things you don't want to do, but you do them because it's like, I don't know. I feel like if Robin really wanted to help Meri pack, she would have did that. Literally, Robin did not go because Robin did not want to. The fact that she's like, I was gonna go, but then I just couldn't because I knew I wouldn't be able to do it. Girl, what? What? That's wild. And the gift was crazy, yeah. So yeah, Robin pulls up. They were in the truck, like joking around, and Robin pulls up and she walks into the truck. You guys can see her right there. Everybody's looking at her. And she tells Meri, she's like, I want to talk to you and tell you goodbye, and I got you a gift. So the two go into the house. Crybrows tells Meri that she wanted to come over and send her off with well wishes. Crybrows tells Meri that she loves her and that she knows that they will see each other again. But she just wanted to come make sure she got to tell her goodbye. Y'all, I saw somebody in one of the sister wives chats call her Crybrows, and I died. I thought it was hilarious. Crybrows. I don't know why. Eyebrows, crybaby. I don't know. Sobbing Robin. I was like, oh my gosh, Crybrows. That is hilarious. I don't pick on people about their looks, and I don't want to seem like I am now. It's the eyebrows, though. It's just the eyebrows, like you can change your eyebrows. Whoever does the ladies' eyebrows from the show, whoever does their brows, if it's anybody that does do their brows, I feel like they probably need to hire a new person because sometimes all of their brows look a little wild, which mine do too. So my eyebrows are too far apart. People tell me that sometimes on my things. Sometimes people say, like, girl, your eyebrows are too far apart. And I'm like, I can't help it. Like, I don't know what to do. Like when I try to my eyebrows are kind of tattooed. So I can't really do too much. And when I do try to draw them a little bit closer, they look crazy. So I just got spaced out eyebrows. Sorry. All the girls' eyebrows are kind of crazy sometimes, but I saw somebody call her Crybrows, and I just thought that was hilarious. We hop over to Christine, who is in a confessional, and Christine says that Robin and Meri's relationship frustrates her and has frustrated her for years. She says the reason why is because she has seen Robin manipulate Meri so many times. She said if Robin was a real friend to Meri, if Robin really cared about Meri, Robin would have been honest to Meri and told Meri, "You were in a bad marriage. He's not a he's not a good husband to you, and you should leave." Once again, production with their little poop stick stirred the pot because they told Robin. And of course, Robin responded by saying that Christine doesn't know much about her and Meri's relationship, that the idea of manipulating Meri into doing something she did not want to do is laughable, which is not what Christine said. Christine never said that Robin manipulated Meri into doing something Meri didn't want to do. It's kind of the opposite because Meri obviously never wanted to leave. But Robin wasn't honest with her to say, "Girl, no, you should, honestly, like, because he's not treating you good. He might be a good husband to me, but he's not to you, and you don't deserve it." So she literally just like completely switched up what Christine meant. We then jump back to the house. Robin gives Meri a gift and a hug. After they hug, though, Robin actually got the gift back. If you watch the episode, like Robin hands her the gift. Actually, Meri kind of grabs the gift. They hug. They come back from the hug, and Robin grabs the gift and just opens it. Like she opens it herself, and it is a junk journal. It has angels on it. And Robin told Meri that this would be so Meri had angels by her side always. She's like, so this is a junk journal where you can like put pictures and notes and things in, and so it's got angels on the front, so you always have angels by your side. I actually saw somebody from like the junk journal community comment on the Sister Wives fan page, and it was like the junk journal community does not claim Robin. I was like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird, right? Like if you're gonna send your sister wife off with something like a junk journal, I don't know. That's just I don't know. Maybe I would do like a picture of us in a nice frame. I don't know if I don't know. But yeah, she junk journal. Um, Robin, of course, was sobbing Robin. Meri was smiling while Robin was sobbing. In a confessional, Meri told us that she was purposely trying to not be emotional. She said that she has been emotional over this situation for years. So now that she is like on her way out, she's trying not to be. She said that she decided that she will only show those emotions to people that she is comfortable sharing them with. So Meri is saying that Robin is not safe. I wonder if Kody still feels like Meri is his favorite ex. Now that she's like, Robin's not safe. Oh, wait, where we at? Okay. Meri also said in a confessional that she knows that Robin is brokenhearted about this. And that is something she's like, Robin's going to have to work through that. But I'm happy. I'm at peace. Um, she says that she has an internal happiness that she hasn't had in a long time. And she will not let that be brought down. That she is like on her way out and she's going to leave without getting emotional. So Robin leaves. We then see Robin in her car doing like little car confessions, I guess you could call it. I want to play the clip. In my certifiable opinion, I'm not an expert. I always feel like I need to tell you guys I'm certified in body language and nonverbal communication, but I'm not an expert yet. Yeah. Maybe 10 years down the road, I can say maybe I am if I continue to study this. But in my certifiable opinion, this is forced. Her crying is forced. So watch this. That's how my daughter cries when I don't give her what she wants. Like the whole that was I gotta back it up. No, eyes to the left. That is one of the biggest misconceptions in body language is that if you look a different way, if you look a certain way, then you're lying. That doesn't happen. Just think about yourself. If you are trying to remember something that happened 10 years ago, you might be like, looking around, looking to the left or the right just means you are like scanning your mind for information sometimes. So it doesn't that is I watched several body language experts and they say that is a big misconception in body language. Like, and they say it a lot like, oh, she looked up to the left. Oh, she looked up to the right. He looked up to the left. He must have lied. That is not what it means at all. And think, just put yourself in that position. Um, I mean, I've said her before thinking like, what did I like? What was I supposed to say? What happened? It just no, it doesn't mean that. I will say I wasn't watching her eyes. I was more focused on her mouth. I was really focused on her mouth during that. So I wasn't paying any attention to her eyes, but I'm gonna watch it again. All right, compressed lips, squeezing eyes, bringing her mouth down a little bit. She's trying to imitate crying. That's what she's doing. What she's doing is trying to imitate crying, squeezing her eyes to try to produce tears, but there are no tears, clearly. All right. So yeah, that was so fake to me. I was kind of embarrassed for her. I was a little embarrassed for her because I was like, wow, that the fact that she recorded that and sent it in and thought like, yep, that looks good. That looks legit. I am really shocked like that she thought that that looked legit. Definitely need, yeah, she needs some acting classes. Back at Meri's house, Meri points to this box right here that says large TV phone bag. She points to that and she tells Kody, be careful with this one. It's an important one because it's got my mirror in it and it's got our family mission statement. She tells Kody she doesn't know what she's going to do with it, maybe burn it, since their family mission clearly did not work. She laughed, Kody did not. We then see a flashback of them at their celebration where they were reading, Kody was reading the family mission statement. We then hear a voiceover of Meri saying that clearly what they said as a family in their mission statement did not work and it did not mean what they said it did because look at where they're at now. We then see Kody in a confessional and he said that plural marriage was the big picture for him, but it crumbled and it failed and it hurt him. He says he is sure that it hurts the other family members, and he says he's sure that Meri hurts over it. He said, but Meri changed after they got married, and it was hard. It was a hard relationship for him to maintain until today. He said, I had this whole idea, live polygamy, big family. Meri was great. Married her, she changed. Brought in more wives. It was hard. Meri just got to where he could get along with her, tolerate her. We then see Meri in a confessional, and she says the day was good because they saw parts of themselves that reminded them of what they loved about each other. She says she doesn't have any regrets, but she is ready to move on. Back at Christine's house, David makes it home. Christine is really excited, obviously, to introduce David to Janelle, and she introduces David as meet my fiance, and she introduces Janelle as her sister wife. Now, in a confessional, David said that when he started dating Christine, that Christine told him that Janelle will always be her sister wife, and he's like, "Wait, what does that mean for me? Because like I'm a one woman man, so like, what do you mean?" And she explained like, "Oh no, I don't expect you to marry her. I'm just saying like she'll always be my sister wife without marrying you." Christine, back at the house, Christine tells Janelle that David is exactly what she was looking for. That whenever they split up, her and Kody, that she knew she wanted a bald man with tattoos that drove a motorcycle. And she said that David is all of those things and that he is so different than Kody. And Janelle was like, wow, that's awesome. You got exactly what you was looking for. Like that's exactly what you wanted. That's awesome. You got that. We jump back over to the B&B. Kody gets to um, the B&B in Parowan, and he gets the truck parked. Jen was like, "Did you back that up all by yourself? Because you didn't do a good job." And Kody was like, "I could have done a great job, but I had Meri back there bossing me, telling me like how to back it up." So they joked for a minute about Meri being bossy and how Kody could have backed the truck up better had Meri not been telling him how to do it. They start unloading things, and once they get in the house at some point, Nathan asks, like, "Hey, are we getting paid for this?" And Meri tells them, "No, you're not getting paid." She's like, "Nathan, you're my brother-in-law, so you're doing it as a favor." And Kody is doing this as his severance package. And Nathan and Kody both thought that it was kind of funny. Now, once in the house, Kody wanted to see upstairs. He asked that Meri bring him upstairs. And Meri was like, "Is it appropriate that I bring my ex-husband up to my bedroom in my new house?" Jen stepped in and was like, "Well, you know what? I can do it for you." And she's like, "Well, you know what? That might be a little weird too. Like having your best friend take your ex-husband into your bedroom. Like, yeah, that sounds weird too." Meri then told Jen, she's like, "Oh, by the way, Kody told me I'm his favorite ex." Jen was like, "Wow, that's crazy. You guys are killing me with your polygamy humor." Kody and Meri walked off to go look at the upstairs. In a confessional, we see Kody talk about this polygamy humor. He said that Meri and Christine enjoyed polygamy humor, that they would always joke. He would joke with them, they would joke with him, but Robin and Janelle did not. They were not fans of polygamy humor. That one time he told Robin a joke, polygamy joke, and that Robin said to him that she had been terrorized by criticism for coming into that family. So they needed to respect this. I don't know what this is. I don't know. I- If you're a polygamist, I feel like, you know, polyg humor would be funny. Like, I would do it. I don't know. Kody said that Janelle was the second wife. So when she came into the marriage, it was just Meri. Meri had to adjust with another woman coming in. And it's all been talked about how Meri was like very jealous and very hard to deal with, that Meri was hard. So when Janelle came in and she wasn't fully accepted and Meri made things really tough for her, I guess that has something to do with why Janelle never liked polygamy humor. Meri said in a confessional, because once again, the production told Meri what Kody said about it. So Meri was like, "You know what? Bringing in a new wife into the family always shakes things up." And she said, "I've admitted that I had a hard time with it, but all that I can say is like, I'm sorry and I wasn't perfect." She was like, "I've been very honest about how I had a very hard time when new wives came in. But at this point, like I can't do anything. I'm sorry. That's all I can do." We jump back over to the B&B. The guys are getting ready to go. And this is where it gets awkward. Um, Meri hugged Nathan first, and as she's hugging Nathan, Kody like dropped his bags, and he did a whole like when I'm in the store and my son wants something, and I'm like, "No," and he's like, like Kody like dropped his like Meri's hugging Nathan, and Kody like watches her and like and drops his bag, and he's like, and I was like, and as he did that, and he starts like his voice kind of starts like trembling, and he kind of starts like breaking down, and he starts talking, his voice starts trembling. But as soon as that happens, look at Jen. Jen was facing them. She was like watching everything. But when Kody started like acting, Jen was like, "I can't watch this. I gotta turn around." I like Jen. I watch them on like Meri and Jen's like IG page when they go live sometimes. I really like Jen. Jen is like a no nonsense type of woman, but she's super funny and very comical. Like she just loves to have a good time and laugh, right? So as soon as Kody like started putting on the performance, Jen immediately turned around and started like messing with something like on the mantle or something. And I'm like, she was probably back there like this. Like she was probably dying. Like listening to this, right? I know I felt weird about it. Like, I'm like, I feel like I should be like, not looking, or I feel like I need to turn around too. The way you're acting is so weird. So get ready to go. Kody kind of breaks down. Jen turns around to pretend like she's fixing something on the mantle. Like I said, I feel like she was turning around to hide that she was smiling. Um, I guarantee you, she's like back there looking like the Joker, like smiling so big. I just feel like she is because I know how she is. Kody hugs Meri really tight and tells her that it's been a great run, but he isn't going to let him get to him. He isn't going to let it get to him. He's like, it's been a great run, but I'm not going to let this get to me. Meri then told him, she's like, it's really strange that you're getting emotional. You know, like, I don't know what to think about this. Like, this is strange for me to see you get upset over this. He tells her, he's like, well, I'm just looking at my life and seeing that, we really had something. We had something. And Meri chimes in and she said, yep, we had something really good. As I'm watching this, I'm like, I can't even take it. I'm like laughing because Kody is really trying to like squeeze some tears out. Like, he huffs and he puffs and he's like, we had something special. And it feels like it just all went to crap, but it's okay. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I'm just glad we got it all figured out. And he's like, really, like, he's doing the voice to sound sad. He's got his eyes squinted. I'm like, oh, this is wild. He should have took a couple acting classes before he did this because, like, it was not good. It was not good. And what's even funnier is the cameraman. Like, the cameraman was like working it. He wants the dramatics, but he also wants to slide in a little comedy because in the middle of this, he pans over to Nathan and Jen, and they're like, I'm like, this is weird. This is so awkward. Like, they don't know what to do. Like, Nathan's looking at his shoe, Jen's looking out the window, and then closing her eyes. Like, they don't even know what to do. It's so weird, you know? I was like, this is crazy. I love that the cameraman was like, let me show you guys what they're dealing with over here. Like, there's other people here. Let me show you guys what they're doing. I was like, this is so awkward. We go back to the drama. Goes back to the drama. Kody tells Meri that he is glad that they are able to be friends. He is glad that she can be his favorite ex-wife. And she kind of giggles when he says that. He says, but it's weird to be in this place. It's just a heartbreaking place. What? Yeah. He then says that he loves the life that he has, but it's a very different life than he had a few years ago. But it seems like everyone else said, oh, well, this life and this family is not important. And they just up and left. We then see Kody in the confessional, and he reminds us that Christine is gone and she's gone for sure. That Janelle is gone and she more than likely isn't coming back and he don't even want to deal with her. So now with Meri leaving, he feels like it's the nail in the coffin to killing his dream. I'm like, homeboy just bought a 6-bedroom, 7th bathroom, $2.1 million mansion and is with his favorite wife. And she's his favorite customer. I mean, this shows that some people just can never be happy. Like, how we've listened to you for the past 2 seasons, maybe more, talk about how you just wish Meri would leave. If she got married, you wouldn't care. Oh my God, I don't want to do this. I don't have to fake this. You weren't attracted to Christine. Watching her eat nachos disgusted you. You said that, or you wrote it in y'all's book. That you only chose Christine because you felt obligated to. So now to be like, it's killing my dreams. When literally you live better than most people do and you're with the wife that you want to be with. So what in the absolute heck? I am like, can my dreams be killed? Can somebody come kill my dreams? I mean, I'm already with the man that I want, but if that can put me in a bigger house, like, somebody bring the coffin. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is wild. I don't know if this dude can ever be happy. Or really what it is He's just playing into the show. That's what it is. He's just playing into the show. Back to the B&B, Kody tells Meri that they did have something special. But you didn't like it. You didn't like it, Kody. The cameraman again wants to remind us that there are two people standing in the room super uncomfortable right now. So he pans over to Nathan and Jen. Nathan literally has turned completely around at this point, probably because he's trying not to smile as well. That's what, yeah. I think they probably both had a hard time not smiling. Back over, Kody tells Meri that he has been going through an angry phase with the divorces, but he's not angry at her, that he is sad. He huffs and he puffs a few times, and then he tells Meri that he is mourning a loss. In a confessional, Meri says Kody is sobbing about it coming to an end, but it didn't have to be this way. Back at the B&B, Kody tells Meri that he has been so angry with Janelle and Christine that he hasn't been able to mourn because he's just been angry. But he says he isn't angry with her. He apologizes to her about the last 7 years. He says, but now he can mourn because he's not angry. And he asks Meri, he's like, does that make sense? Meri laughs and she's like, I guess, kind of. I feel like Jen was probably standing behind her with her face looking like a blowfish, like holding her laughter in, because that's like how I felt. Like, I'm like, this is wild. Like, I really feel like it took everything that Jen had and probably Nathan too at times to not laugh. We then jump to a confessional where Meri is like, I don't understand this. Kody made it clear to me that he did not want me in his life. So why is he this emotional? Like, what is happening? Right, April? Was it bad from the start or just the last 7 years? Yeah, he'd be playing. Exactly. Playing the role of like distraught ex-husband now. I wonder that with the wives leaving, that made the ratings go up if Kody didn't negotiate a bigger paycheck for him and Robin. I don't know. I feel like they probably have negotiated some better compensation plans for them since Christine left. Because the show I feel like has with Christine leaving, then Janelle leaving, like there's been a lot of publicity on the show, you know. All right. So yeah, Meri's like, what the heck? Like you didn't even want me in your life. And now, like you're acting like this. Yeah, Jay says it makes me aggravated to see Meri even try to believe him. Yeah, I think she kind of did, which confused her. But I'm like, girl, he is playing the game. You're on TV. There's cameras there. He's trying to be an actor, you know? We go back. Kody tells her, y'all, this is so weird. He's like, and I just want you to know that if you ever got married again, like I wouldn't be worried about it. Meri looks at him like, what the hell? He then says, that got weird. I'm sorry. Like, what are you talking about? If she got married, you wouldn't be worried about it. Like, I was confused by that. But yeah, then Jen then jumps in and says, would you be her flower girl? I was like, if you got married, I wouldn't be worried about it. Sorry, that got weird. Jen's like, will you be the flower girl? He literally, y'all see what he's doing? He wipes what I guess is snot off the tip of his nose. He then says, no, I would walk her down the aisle though. So he wipes his snot. He then hugs Meri, making sure he secretly leaves her a little something special on the back of her shirt. A little brown booger. He left her with a little brown booger. Anyways, Meri in the confessional. Oh, there he is. There he is. Meri in the confessional is like, why would he say he wants to walk me down the aisle? Is he serious? Is this a joke? I don't know. Girl, he's joking with you. He's just saying whatever he thinks you want to hear, girl. And then wiping his snot on your back. Little brown booger. Anyways, back to the B&B. Yeah, he hugs her again and he's like, this is the end of an era. And now we have permission to move on. He literally said, this is the end of an era. And now we have permission to move on. And I'm like, how do you move on when you already have a wife and other kids? And what's the next steps? Like, what do you have permission to do now that you didn't have to do before? Because you could have already done it. You did do everything. Are you talking about Meri? Are you giving Meri permission to be like, this is it? You have permission to move on. Get somebody to, knock those cobwebs off that old thing, girlfriend. I don't care. If you get married, I'll walk you down the aisle. Like, I'm really wondering, but it's so confusing to me because none of it makes sense. The crap that he says doesn't make sense. So the only logical explanation I can make of it is he's just playing for the cameras. He's just like drumming it up for the cameras because it would never make sense to say this is the end of an era. Boy, you went months without seeing her, without speaking to her. So it's like she didn't exist in your world anyways. But just because you're moving her to a different state all of a sudden, big boo-boo tears, like nothing's gonna be different because you didn't see her anyways. He'd be skipping down the aisle for Meri, trying to get rid of her, huh? Make sure she don't want him back. Marry her off real quick. He wants the world's approval, and I got something to say to that, okay? Remind me about that when we talk about the wreck again. Okay, so Meri says in a confessional that she is floored. She's like, I am floored at his reaction. I don't know what to do with this. Nothing? What do you mean? Nothing. What are you going to do with it? He's like bidding you farewell and playing it up for the cameras because it's not like he wants you back. Meri, that was strictly for the cameras. Like, I hate to tell you, Meri, but that was nothing but cameras there. Meri lost weight and she looks good, yes. You can tell. You can tell when they pick, like, this was older, right? But like, and what's going to be coming up in the next few episodes, it's going to be more current because Meri has she's lost weight. I don't know if Ozempic was Ozempic a thing back in 2022. I say she got on it or anything, but they all look newer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't that wild that like ever since Christine, Janelle, and Meri left Kody, they look younger. They have a glow about them. They're like, their teeth is brighter, their face is shining. I don't know. Their hair looks healthier. But like, I don't really like talking about people's looks if it's like a negative thing. But Robin looks tired. Like Robin looks tired. Like, and these other women, they are just like beaming, Janie says he don't give a damn about Meri. I was glad to hear that their pastor granted Meri a divorce under the conditions that Kody abandoned her. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see. They had a glow up.
Still to come on Sister Wives.
I'm really gonna have to like pause this because the music in the background.
It's just heartbreaking when the reality finally hits.
Reality finally hits. Look at me. It's heartbreaking when the reality finally. You literally sit in your house with sobbing Robin, crowbrows. I don't know why. For months without talking to Meri. With Meri living like 5 minutes from you, 15 minutes. I don't know if it's 5 or 15. I think it's 15. And you don't go see her. So I don't know. Stress-free is good on your health. Absolutely.
What have I done?
What do you mean, what have you done? Y'all, I'm done with this. So I don't know why, but Kody is lumberjacking it out there. And Robin is with him. Dang it. Robin is with him. And I don't know, once again, the dramatics. The dramatics of like him out there cutting a freaking tree down. And Robin's like, Kody, like, girl, get out of the way. And he's like, move, Robin. And then he like throws his hard hat. Look. She's yelling. He's like, move, Robin, move. And he throws his hat. Like, what? Did it almost hit her? I don't, like, why was she there? Did she not have a heart at home? Why not? They're really like playing it up for the cameras. I don't even know. Okay, so Meri goes out with two friends, and one of the friends is like, "So, have you gotten any? Have you slept with any men since you left Kody?" Meri doesn't tell us. She just laughs about it. A friend, she's like straight up. She's like, ever since Robin came into the picture, Kody has wanted nobody but Robin. He didn't want you. He didn't want nobody except Robin since Robin came into the picture. So I'm glad the friend told her that. And then Christine tries on dresses. I like Christine, but that was not it, darling. That dress. I'm so glad that she took people with her that was going to be honest, because that dress was not it. McKelty was like, we see your Brittany. Literally, the dress is see-through in parts, and McKelty's like, Mom, we see your Brittany. Like, I know you're trying to be new and improved, but you cannot be showing your Brittany off in your wedding dress. McKelty's like, we didn't know where it was, but we found it. Meri probably don't know where hers is anymore after all that time. You know what I'm saying? They have a Valentine's Day situation. Robin and Kody go out to eat for Valentine's Day and still drumming it up for the cameras. Kody acts like he's just miserable at their Valentine's Day dinner. I'd be so mad. Like, once those cameras left, you better cheer up. Like, if you tell me, like, hey, listen, we're going to film and I'm going to act so mad and so angry over the divorce, I'm like, okay, whatever. But once cameras left, dude, we better enjoy our dinner date. Be acting mad. Look at him. And she said, are you happy that it's just you and me? Well, yeah, he's happy it's just you and him. She got extra eyebrows and he got none. Where's his? Okay. Janelle loads up and moves to North Carolina. There they go. Kody is breaking a stick for some reason. Oh, and David is what do they call that? Peer pressure. Just kidding. They go out to a bar and David is like, let's try some slippery nipples. And I didn't know that even existed. I've heard of like sex on the beach and stuff, but I've never heard of the drink called slippery nipples. That's interesting. Does anybody know what it's made out of? Like, what is slippery nipples? Anybody know? I should have looked that up. Janelle's like, it's not bad. And then where we at? We're at the B&B. Oh, this is where Meri tells Jan that she's been dating a few guys. Oh, is it buttery nipples? Maybe it's wait, where's my notes? Because I wrote it in my notes. I think you're right. I think it's buttery nipples. Slippery. Oh my God, slippery nipples. Could you imagine? Now I'm thinking about some like, hold on, where I wrote it down. That is so freaking funny. Wait, I wrote slippery nipple. Yeah, that's what I wrote in my thing, but maybe it's not. Is slippery nipple a drink? Okay, slippery nipple is a layered shot cocktail. Sambuca, Irish cream, liquor, and optionally grenadine or a cherry. All right, what is buttery nipple? Buttery nipple is also a drink. It's a shot or cocktail made with butterscotch, Irish cream, also includes vodka. The drink is golden in color with the Irish cream is layered on the top. That is so funny that that I thought I got it wrong, and then I'm thinking of like I'm thinking like orangutan boobs, like the nipples are like pointy and like I don't know, like little people just sliding down them like on a big slide, like little I don't know. Anyways, slippery nipples. We're investigating slippery/buttery nipples. Exactly. I don't know what they said. What did they say? Did they? I don't know if they slippery nipples. Elle, you have to tell Sean that. I bet Sean knows of all the drinks. Sean used to be a drinker back in the day when he was young. Haven't drank in over 20 years because I'm nuts apparently, but definitely know about a slippery nipple. I know about it now too. Didn't before. That's so funny. I'm not a drinker, so I don't know, but I bet Sean does. I'm gonna have to ask him later. They go out to the property, and I don't know who this is, but Kody's like tells this man like, "Oh, the women think that I'm gonna screw them over. I'm not going to." He's like, "But when you get a divorce, you lose trust." I'm like, "That's true." And oh, that was Janelle.
If you wanted to, I put money into it.
That was Janelle telling. I gotta make it small so copyright don't get me. But that was Janelle telling Meri, "I think I'm gonna have to hire a lawyer. Like Kody's not like working with me on this property. I think I'm gonna have to hire a lawyer." And Meri is like, "Me too. Like I think, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do." So she says, "I'm gonna get my part. It's wrong that we have to do this." And Meri says that she is so mad. And then Robin and Kody and the little kids go out to the property and grill weenies. And Kody's like, "It's kind of a sad place now, but it was supposed to be this special place." And then Janelle says, "Just give us what is ours and we'll move on." And then she tells Meri, "What else is he going to do? Like, he can't really hurt me." And then we have Kody, once again, put on his little actor badge. "Will you accept me as a monogamist?" And then she says, "It's not what I wanted." And then he says, "This is the end of our," and they're getting ready to go ride ATVs. I don't know why, like why that was filmed. Look at this. Y'all, look at this. This is, I can't. I'm gonna like that audio is gonna get me every time. Okay. I'm gonna have to screen record this and like play this, like slow this down because I don't think for a second this is Robin. I don't think it. Let's see. That's probably a guy. That like hands off flew off. Like that person wasn't even trying to hold on. And then watch. Look at that. I'm pretty sure they, that might have been the cameraman running. But earlier I was thinking, wow, they had cameras on their helmets. Maybe they didn't. That might have been the cameraman running. But there's no reason that the cameraman, that production would have set up out there just to watch them ride around. Like that is so fake. I don't think it's Robin. I don't think it's any of the girls. I think that was a stunt person. They're going to tell us maybe that it was Robin or Rihanna or Aurora, but I don't think it was either one of them. If they say that it was Robin, maybe it's to get sympathy for Robin because they've been getting a lot of hate sometimes, you know. Janie says it's probably a remote control folder with a stuffed doll on it, like something, because there is no way, like, the way that person just flew off, like, come on. That person was trying to fly off. Like, they literally hit the ramp. Like, why? I don't see Robin zooming through that fast, anyways. Hold on, let's slow it down. Can we slow it down? Yeah. Why did the camera look down right as she was like, look at that? Why did the camera stay on the four wheeler? Like, why did it look down at one point? Look, it's going to look down, looks away. That person looked like they jumped on. Oh my God, I wish I could read people's mind for a day too. I know. That's so weird. I'm not buying it. That don't look like, I don't know. That don't look like Robin to me. I mean, that kind of looks like maybe Aurora, but I don't. I don't know. I think they're going to try to say that it was Robin, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, the camera went down, like, right as it was all happening, right. It's just so ridiculous that they would be so irresponsible after Dayton's accident as well, and, yeah, that's what I was saying too, the legs are too skinny to be Robin's, in my opinion. Maybe Solomon? I don't think Solomon's that tall. I think it's staged. They're gonna try to tell us it was either one of the girls or Robin, maybe for sympathy, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think that's I don't think that but anyways, we'll watch next week's episode next week. You guys bear with me because recap day takes all day, okay? So someone on the Sister Wives like fan page, they were asking like, who was this? Who wrecked? And somebody said, oh, it was Dayton. And they said, I know that it was Dayton because McKelty talked about it um, on her Patreon about how Kody lied about Dayton's wreck. And yeah, Dayton had to have eye surgery after the wreck, but that was so many years ago. That was like 2014. That was like 10 years ago that Dayton got in his wreck. So this is not Dayton. However, you would think with what happened with Dayton, Kody being there, witnessing that, like the trauma that it caused to his face and his eye, you would think they'd be super careful on ATVs. They wouldn't just be, you know, oh, definitely too small to be Dayton. But the person thought that it could have been Dayton. The person thought that it was Dayton because they heard McKelty talking about Dayton getting into an ATV accident. But that did happen, but it happened like 10 years ago. So that's the episode. We're going to do next week's episode. This episode had me didn't know whether to watch or like laugh, wanted to laugh. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, no doubt about it. Kody, I think maybe Kody's scared that now him and Robin have nothing to offer. All the other wives have left. Christine and David's story seems way more interesting than Kody and Robin's. So maybe he is just like drumming it up extra. And he's gotta do something. He's gotta say something. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah, for the super sticker. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. If Kody just seems A-okay with Meri leaving, packs her up, sends her on her way, and nothing would have happened besides, see you later, Meri. Stay safe. There would have been nothing to watch. Nothing to watch, really. It was worth watching because of how he acted. You know, the fact that he's acted so heartbroken. So I think he's just drumming it up for the cameras for the show because he's like, dang, I got to do something because it's not going to be worth watching. My segments will not be worth watching if I act the way I really want to be or act how I feel. But anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts. Yeah, I watch it on Philo. It comes on Sunday nights at like 10. Yeah, that's when I watch it. Anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I may actually do one more live tonight because I got a lot of catching up to do, you guys. So, yeah, I may come back shortly. I've been with Elle since she was on Makeup Review Channel. Yes. That is wild. But yeah, I'll see you guys back here shortly. Ryan Anderson and Gypsy Rose Blanchard. There's been a lot going on with them, so I may cover them next. I may. I got to look into what other stories are out there that that has been happening. But yeah, maybe that. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm everywhere. The links are in the description box below, and I'll be back here shortly. Bye, guys.